Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars and welcome to another PlayStation review. Today I'm taking a look at Cash Guardian, Collector Operation Capital Defense on the PlayStation 5. Wow, what a title. Now what is Cash Guardian? Well, essentially you take the role of an armoured car delivery guy, and at the beginning of the game you get to choose who you want to be. There's about, I think, six different guards you can choose from. Two of them look exactly the same. And the idea of the game essentially is, and it really is just as simple as this: you start at point A, which is the depot where you work. You get in your armoured car. You drive through the city, a pretty deserted city, it has to be said. You go to the location, which is usually a bank or a cash machine or an ATM, as they call it in the US. You make a pickup. The second you do that pickup, you are ambushed by a number of baddies who are hell-bent on taking that pickup away from you. They will try and kill you, basically, and you've got to stop them, kill them, and then get back in your van, drive back to the depot, and deliver the goods. That is really the game. It doesn't get any more complex than that, guys. There is, I think there's about 50 missions. Now, it said in the description that there's 100 missions. Well, I only saw 50, but maybe once you've completed them 50, you can do them all over again with a higher difficulty. I don't really know. There was no way on earth I was going to do these 50 missions just to find that detail out, because this game is rinse and repeat. It's the very definition of rinse and repeat. You just keep doing that, what I've just described. Get in your armoured car, drive to a location, do your pickup, then you get ambushed by a load of bad guys. Some of them dressed like they've come straight from the movie Heat. One of them looks exactly like the Robert De Niro character from that film, and the other one looks like Val Kilmer's character with a mask on. And then you get into a shootout, basically, and you kill them. Now, there are some layers here in the sense of, there is a way you can level up your character. Back at your base of operations, there is a shop. Now, in that shop, because each mission that you successfully complete, you get a bit of money. It goes up each time. So you go to the shop and you can buy better armor for your character. You can buy better helmets for your character to improve the armor, and better glasses for your character to improve the armor again on the eyes, I suppose. And then you can buy different weapons. You start the game with a rifle and a pistol. I never used the pistol once. You don't understand why you would want to use it when you've got a machine gun in your hand that never runs out of bullets. But hey ho. So there's about another 3 or 4 guns you can buy. Then there is about another 3 or 4 armoured vehicles that you can buy. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, guys. I think I did about 15 missions, something like that. Probably 20, actually. And missions take about 5 minutes each, if that. And then I was just like, I can't carry on anymore. This is going to drive me insane. There may be different layers later on. It might be. I don't understand why you've got an armoured car when nobody ever chases you or anything. But I suspect later on maybe there is. Maybe some bad guys try and run you off the road. I don't know. I wasn't going to carry on and play that any further. Not without some kind of, drug like tramadol or something just to get me through it. The game, doesn't encourage you to carry on playing to get to that point, if that is the case. The game isn't immersive, it's not inventive, It's not pretty, and I think that's fairly obvious from what you can see here, guys. The open world is completely empty. It looks pretty appalling, and it is massively overpriced. This game cost me $9.99 in the UK. So, this for me is, I don't know, maybe $3.99. I think if this was in the store for like $3.99, $4.99 tops, and you bought it and you become like, oh well, this, you could play this for an hour, and I don't know. Even then, I think you'd be feeling like you've been ripped off. I can't recommend this game, guys, really at any price, unless you really want to be an armored car driver and it's your dream job, and you want to shoot bad guys who die all by using the same animation each time, with really unresponsive weapons. Terrible shooting, terrible driving for a game that consists of just shooting and driving. Those mechanics are amongst the worst I've ever played. Now, I haven't, I'm not a big shooting game person, you know what I mean? I don't really play the Call of Duties or anything like that, and I know this isn't first person, but there's no impact at all in the bullets, and like I say, everybody dies exactly the same way. As soon as they've died and on the floor, they just disappear. There's nothing about it here that draws you in regards to immersion. The driving's terrible. The different vehicles in the game, they all feel exactly the same. I think I ended up buying three different trucks, with the money that I've made, and they all basically work exactly the same. And you buy them, and then you start the next mission, you think, oh, it looks like the same truck. Well, it is the same truck. What it doesn't tell you is when you've bought these things, you've got to kind of select them as well. I just assumed that when you bought them, it automatically selected them and equipped them, but no. So I ended up buying like new weapons and armor and stuff, and I went a good 5 or 6 missions before realizing I had to equip them. So this is not a game I can recommend, guys. It's a very, very poor 4 out of 10. It ain't fun. It's not original. It's overpriced. It looks terrible. It plays terrible. And yeah, this is, unsurprisingly, guys, not going to be a recommendation from me. So yeah, this is one to avoid. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed checking out this review. I will, of course, be back. Plenty more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.